The ray gun got nerfed pretty hard, and I think everyone is devastated about it. So I think to give some context, let's go back to the very start of Black Ops Cold War. I think everyone's expectations of the ray gun after Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 4 were pretty low, so I think we're going into this game mode expecting nothing from it and for it to start being bad at like round 10, right? Something not so good because it couldn't kill forever. But this thing turned into an absolute monster when people actually started using it and camping with it. It could kill infinitely. It was the best gun in the game by far, bypassing even the main wonder weapons on the map. They originally gave it one nerf to take the damage down even more low, but people found another strat to make it really good, and that was to use the Ring of Fire field upgrade to pretty much make it insta-kill again, right? You wouldn't have to reload with it, all that good stuff. It was really good again, right? But what Treyarch have actually done is nerf it again, and I have to come closer to the mic, so I'm sorry for this.
They've nerfed it pretty hard, I'm not going to lie.
I'm sorry for that, I just wanted to get you properly prepared for what was to come. I hope you can forgive me for that. But let's go and see what they've done to my boy the ray gun. Okay, so they've reduced the damage from 24,000 to 8,000. So that's 3 times less effective now. They have reduced the ammo from 40 in the mag and in reserve to 40 in the mag, 160 in reserve. So that is pretty crazy right there as well. They've really taken a heavy hit in the ammo. What they've also done is they've made it so to buy ammo from it no longer costs 5,000, it costs 10,000. So you can imagine that being quite beefy to buy. Also, what's happened is the Ring of Fire effect can no longer reload the weapon. So when you're in the effect and normally you run out of ammo, you turn it on and then you come take ammo out your mag. It's not gonna do that anymore. So no more easy high rounds. I think it's probably still possible to get high rounds with the same strats that were going on before. It's just gonna be a lot harder, and they're probably gonna have to find methods to make it easier to do as well. And to be honest, I don't really know how I feel, because there's 2 arguments. One being that it needed a nerf, and the other being that it's so fun, then why nerf it? I think some people are looking more on the competition side, and for there only to be one strategy, then that's really boring. And then the other people who find the strategy fun because they're getting rewarded for going to high rounds by doing an easy strat, they feel like they've been cheated kind of, because they found this high round strategy and it's been fun to get to high rounds, and then all of a sudden it's taken away from them. But I really don't know who's in the right or who's in the wrong here, and what opinions you're supposed to have, because either way you look at it, it both doesn't sound right. Like, it's a PvE mode, right? So you wouldn't think balancing would be the biggest concern. But then again, if you can sit in a corner for ages and just pretty much shoot the ground and get to round 250 by doing that, then where's the fun in the competition? Some people say play the way you want, and I completely get that. I'm not hating on that, but at the same time, it's like that strategy sitting beside the Wonder Fizz was the fastest way to do it, and there's no other fast way to do it. There's methods to get to around 100 pretty easily at the same time, but not in like under 2 hours. I feel like a rock in a hard place talking about this, because I don't want to upset anyone with what I'm trying to say. But I think what I will say is that they've nerfed the ray gun, so they need to start nerfing and fixing other stuff in the game as well. One being the Megaton. I feel like they haven't nerfed him yet. They need to fix him and sort him out. And I think what they need to do is buff some of the other weapons in the game as well, so they're on par with the ray gun, so that the ray gun doesn't have to be completely nerfed down, so it's completely useless. I think as far as changing it from 5k to 10k to buy ammo for the ray gun again, I think this change was probably really unnecessary, because you're going to be needing more ammo for the ray gun, considering you've taken like a good 80 of our shots away from us. So I think making it so it costs even more is even more damaging to the weapon. And I think the Black Ops Cold War point system will start coming into play here, where you don't really make a lot of points, and you'll start seeing that you're losing points from buying the ammo. So I feel like the initial buffs that they've done by reducing the damage and taking the ammo out of the stock were probably enough, but now they're willing to go as far as to double the price of actually buying ammo. I just don't know about that. I don't know that's the smartest move. I know that's annoyed a lot of people. From someone who's just watching from the background, like not really putting their input too much in, I feel like it just wasn't necessary. It wasn't necessary to make it so it costs double the amount to buy ammo for it. You've added in this new system to let players keep the same guns for longer, and you've taken it away for the most popular gun. I don't know, I feel like in some ways they're trying to balance zombies and it just isn't working. We've seen that with Black Ops 4, they tried to do it and it just didn't work. No one really liked it, and everyone found a good way anyway to get out of it. So my input is that everyone really liked it before, and now you've made the changes. Now people are getting upset. The majority of people in the community are upset, and there is a small few people that say it is necessary because rounds are going really fast, like in 45 seconds. To get to round 255, instead of taking 60 hours of in-game time, multiple days of grinding, it now takes 6. The health cap being set at 45, 300 zombies spawning in per round. So since the base game is pretty easy already, and they made it a lot easier compared to the past ones, they shouldn't be making guns overpowered like this, and if they are, they need to be nerfed. I get their standpoint and their argument as well. It's just hard to make a decision. How do you balance a wonder weapon? Because they're supposed to be really good, right? And I just don't think it's possible for them to balance a wonder weapon. I think a wonder weapon, if you were to balance it, let me ask you something. Is the thunder gun balanced? Nope. Did anyone complain about it? Nope. Is the apocalypse servant balanced? Nope. Did anyone complain about it? Nope. And I think even going back to the past games and seeing the skill it used to take to get to high rounds, if you compare Black Ops 2 to Black Ops 3 to Black Ops 4, it progressively gets a bit more easy. Like Black Ops 1 was kind of hard, then Black Ops 2 was, that game had a lot of really good wonder weapons. Same with Black Ops 3. Black Ops 3 probably had some of the best wonder weapons we've ever seen. If I was to list them off, we had the Apocalypse Servant, we had the bows, we had the KT4, guns that were just really good, and no one complained about it then. No one really complained about it. Then we go into Black Ops 4, and then I think this is where all the problems start, right? Because they really wanted to try balancing the game by taking away all the favorite perks, replacing them with other stuff, adding in new perks, things like that. The wonder weapons were still good, but the problem with that game was that the wonder weapons weren't the main weapon you'd use. It was the Helion Salvo. So I think the main issue with that was the fact it wasn't a wonder weapon. People didn't want to use it like a wonder weapon and wanted that nerfed, and they never really ended up doing it. And so I think in this game is what they were really trying to do was make just everything kind of balanced, maybe. I'm guessing, I don't know, I don't work at Treyarch, but by putting the ray gun in the game like it was and then you nerf it repeatedly, it just seems like a silly move. I don't know. What do you guys think? I want to know what you guys think in the comments below. Anyway, this was just a little rant, no structure, just some fun time with Cosmic, you know. I know you guys are subscribed to me more for actual videos and not just stupid little rants, but I thought this would be fun, give my little point of view. I don't even know if I had a point of view in this video, but if you did enjoy, then please consider leaving a like. It would mean the absolute world to me. Maybe even subscribe if you aren't already. That would also be great because we're on the road to 1K, and as soon as we get that, I'm dyeing my hair. We're doing a charity live stream. It's going to be a great time. We're going to do some good. And also leave a comment below what you think of the ray gun nerf. Is it good? Is it bad? Is it needed? Was it not needed? Just let me know, because I really do care about your opinion. And with that said, guys, I'm going to see yous all in the next one. Goodbye.